Okay, going to make up some stuff to tidy up the boot to get all of this off the floor so we have floor space again. So what the plan is, I'm going to use these ammo boxes, put this stuff into the ammo boxes, making up a bracket. It's going to run on this side and same on this side. Trying to use existing bolts and not to use these because I want to get the hard top off with no trouble. I don't want to have to pull that stuff out again to remove the hard top to put the soft top on. I'm hoping once it's all done I'll still have room with the mechanism that goes in here for the soft top. All the bar works on the outside anyway. So at the moment I've found, and all of this stuff is moved, or some of the straps and that I had under the seats, so now I'll be able to fold the seats up without any drama. Now this bolt here is one I'm going to use. Just going to undo it, put a plate in, run it up around here, the carpet will fit back into place. And it'll come back out, down. Then I'm going to use possibly the seatbelt bolt. If it's more in line, it's closer, it's going to come up and then follow, actually come up a bit higher because it needs to match the height of this. So I'm having two boxes fitting outwards, coming out. It will come out a bit, but then I'm going to have a spot in here. I'm going to have a toolbox in, and I'm yet to get that. And then this side, already removed that, that's not broken. There's a bolt in there, that's the other one I plan to use, and this one. And make a bracket running along here, and then that one coming up, which will connect to, come across, and then one across here. All right. So this is the steel I'm using, 5mm thick, and I'm yet to work out what I need to do in far as running a bar across this side for. So I'm going to get to it. Okay, this is what I come up with so far, using this instead of coming from here and going across. I've just bent this. I don't know whether I've got the levels right yet. If I need to, I can just cut it, shorten it to the right level, and then re-weld it. Followed the seat down, trying not to get it to touch, and then I'm going to put a plate from here and then weld it onto that. I'm probably going to use a piece of 90 or something or other, a little bit stronger, and then I've got to work out the best way to secure that, whether I can just put a bar in through here, if that's going to be enough to support the weight, or whether I'm going to have to make another bracket up that will either attach to the bolt that's in behind here, or running something from here down to join this one or something. That's what I got so far. Okay, so with a bit of tweaking, this is what I've ended up with. Just finished welding it, so I'm going to let it cool down, but that's basically it. So a little step up there, sort of come off the carpet a little bit. 2 braces in there. The boxes are going to be mounted on, bolted on to here, and then a brace coming down the back, which I'm hoping that will be enough once that's bolted in to support it. So I'll put it in and show you from there. So that's in. So it bolted down through there. That was what that kick up was for. It doesn't actually touch the plastic, it sits above it. And that was the seat bolt, comes up. That's why it was recessed, so that bolt drops down and then it steps up above this little lip here. Yeah, seems pretty solid. And then that goes underneath that bit of plastic. Another bolt in there, and then that'll just have the other bolt, the standard one, back on top. So then, so these are going to go level with that edge and then overhang into here, and then they'll be clearing the seat, and the bracket actually does clear the seat. It's not really touching. That's it. So just some paint. Just stick that handle up so it doesn't get in the road. Black paint, and I'm going to put a cover across there. I'll cut something into it maybe. Then I'll work on the other side, which will be a bit harder because I need to keep it in and have it just sitting on top of this. Okay, I've just made this piece of checker plate up. It was off something else. It's got a rolled edge on the bottom. I've just cut it to size, and I've rolled that edge down there, cut another gap on the bottom, and yes, it sits up so I can get the mat out and stuff like that. The umbrella still fits in because it's all the way across, and I'll fix it through here, bolt it through there, bolt it through the other side. The top's not going to be attached as such. That's it. Okay, these boxes have been mounted now. So I've just put a bolt through the bottom on all 4 corners, and yep, not going anywhere. Yeah, the other side with the air compressor, I tried to keep it within the plastic edging on this side, and this is what I've come up with. So again, using the seat bolt, step down again, across, run it up, and then again using that bolt in there. Then on this one I've run 2 tabs on either side just to give it a bit more stability, because I was trying not to run anything down to here. It would just stick out, and yeah, so that's what I've come up with. And the air compressor is now half mounted into here, so I've had to cut the box to fit with the seat. It does come out a bit, but it actually doesn't sit against the seat or anything. So I've bolted it through with the little rubber legs that it was already mounted onto the base plate, the original base plate. I'm yet to tighten them up. And I've got your power switch reset button, and can't see it, but in here there's the pipe for the actual air fitting, the air connection, which is, I'm going to drill a hole through the side and it'll just plug into there so I can stick out. I could run a 90° and push it that way, it just depends on what I've got to be able to fit it in. So I've taken it off the handle just because it wasn't needed. It's not coming out anymore. And the cord, I can either leave it poled into the back here, which may mean I have to pull a seat, or I can run a hole through the bottom, poke the cord through, and there's enough gap under the bottom of that bracket to run the cord. Okay, this is my air compressor box now, which is going into the car, of course. Cord will be tucked up into here. The seat will sit up against it, hold it in. I've got to put an edging along here. Now I've put a fan on top due to it's going to have this lid on it, and I don't really want to move it. So I've got that into it, which in turn sits over the top of the fan. And the fan sucks the air through. It's not going to be much airflow, but hopefully it's enough to keep it right. Mounted the switches in, so I've actually had to take them out of the plastic and then go through into the box itself, and then make this bracket up to situate the fan on the top. And then I've just got the bracket that I made for the mount itself for the actual car, and put that on there now, and then put it into the car. Alright, there it is, it's in. It's not quite straight, it angles in a little bit, but I want to see if the soft top has no problems with I know the mechanism comes and the arm is swinging beside it, so I want to make sure that that's not going to be an issue before I straighten it. Otherwise I'm happy with it there. Has a little bit of a wobble, but yeah, it's not gonna, I don't think it's going to affect it. So that was what I ended up with. I've still got to put a panel in on this side just to cover that up, so we can store stuff in, like a toolkit and things like that. Now I can't get into the air compressor when it's in. I have to undo the screws. The seatbelt does touch, but I might put a bit of tape or something. It's a smooth edge, it's not, there's no sharp edges where the seatbelt's sitting. I don't think it's going to be an issue. So yeah, now I've got the cord in there. Once the seat's up, you can access it. Still on that side, if it becomes an issue, there is room underneath that I can put something, a strap, and just have the cord tied up underneath. I've got the air hose to go yet. The idea was to simply tuck it in behind it. It can just sit there then. The seat doesn't touch. It's close, but it doesn't touch. That's plastic, the red bit, so it's not even going to get hot. And that's it. Yeah, so I've got a coil hose. I'm going to get a rubber hose just because it packs straight. But yeah, should be much better. Thank you.